everyone. If you don't want your important dreams to go up in flames, you know what you should do? Practice fire safety. I am Fumi Amunega Ajayi. I am a property doctor. I'm a building consultant and have a PhD in forensic accounting. I'm here to give you tips on how to acquire buildings, maintain your buildings, and manage buildings to help you save money and to help you make more money. Today, we'll be talking about fire in our market spaces or fire in our markets. Recently, some markets have been engulfed by fire due to a little carelessness or even carefree attitude of people managing properties. I know you understand that a lot of people lost their money and property worth millions of naira during this fire outbreak. But today, we'll talk about preventive measures of keeping fire away from our market and even fire protection even when the fire has occurred. Stay tuned. Welcome back. What is fire? You know, we see fire burning, but we don't actually know what happens to making the fire occur. But fire is the rapid oxidation of material in exothermic chemical process of combustion, releasing heat, light, ash, and various other products. But in simple terms, rapid oxidation means application of oxygen to a material adding fuel. That means fire can only occur when there's heat, when there's fuel, and when there's oxygen. And it can result in conflagration, which can cause physical damage through burning. You know, when things burn, you now see the effect because it becomes very destructive. Now, you know, we are talking about buildings. We are trying to maintain our buildings and to manage our buildings. We have different kinds of buildings, and buildings shelter us and keep us safe from so many things outside. And this kind of buildings include schools, you have hospitals, you have marketplaces, you have our offices, you have our homes. We should prevent these places from being burnt down by fire because we or our loved ones could be inside those buildings at any point in time when fire occurs. Let's talk about some causes of fire outbreak. Sometimes in our buildings, like our homes, restaurants, and cooking environments, we can leave our cooking unattended to. This can lead to fire outbreak. Also, you can have electrical or lighting equipment problems, maybe like electrical faults. You have naked lamps or electric short circuit or overheating. Sometimes you even see people joining naked wire together. This can lead to fire outbreak. And sometimes you'll also find out that some people, while trying to dispose their smoking or cigarette stubs somewhere, they can just leave it carelessly and they will not know that this can cause fire. Sometimes some eating appliances can cause fire outbreak. Illegal electrical connection can cause fire outbreak. Some people trying to tap lights, as they say, from places that are unauthorized. This can lead to fire outbreak. Sometimes some chemical reactions can cause fire outbreak, like fireworks, if not properly supervised or managed, can cause fire outbreak. You know, I told you that we'll be talking about fire in marketplaces. Marketplaces are where you have a lot of people gathering together, buying and selling, and you have properties worth millions of naira in those marketplaces. But right now, let's talk about fire prevention. When we talk about fire prevention, we should say stop fire from starting or even stop fire from spreading. To prevent fire from occurring, you have to plan for each facility. For instance, after a market has been built, you let people understand what are those things that are in the market that people are going to use. You should know what can cause fire or a fire outbreak in that facility. For instance, If you have a restaurant in a market, you should know that gas leakage or fuels can cause fire outbreak. You should understand also that electrical faults can cause fire outbreak. So when you find out that these things can cause fire outbreak, you should prepare and know the kind of equipment to use and to stop the fire if it eventually starts. Now, train the users of the building. Those people using those particular facilities, you need to tell them how to manage those things that you have put in place for them so that they don't become a victim of fire outbreak. Now we should have good housekeeping, cleaning the environment, like proper disposal of refuse, of waste material, combustible material. Keep them away and keep them properly. Keep your waste material in non-metallic, non-combustible waste bins so that you can throw them away when it is right. Not that you put things that will be that can be combustible in a particular area and they can be inflamed even when you're not around. So keep those things properly and dispose all refuse at the appropriate time. Also, you should make sure that your environment is clear. You don't encourage weed to grow in your area. That means you should cut the weed, cut the dry leaves, and every other thing that you know can cause fire outbreak. Put off all electrical appliances at the close of business, because sometimes you may not even know that you did not put those things off because of power failure. You can forget. So try to put off everything from the mains if there was a power failure at the close of business, so that when power is restored, if there's a power surge, your electrical equipment is safe and even your shop or your store is safe. The little fire you leave can leave you little, and we don't want you to be little. We want you to be great. I want you to be great, and we all want you to be great. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. For those of you who have subscribed, we say thank you and thank you. And if you have not subscribed, please do so on the link below.